We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where this afternoon the Orioles will be finishing up their homestand by playing the final game of a 4-game series against the New York Yankees. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal Steve here, a.k.a. the Bird Watcher, a.k.a. BW or B-Dubs, whatever you want to call me. A big hello to those returning to my channel to follow the game today, but also a big hello to those who are just finding my channel for the first time. Whether you're here right now or maybe finding the game later, welcome in. This channel just began this spring in time for the 2024 season. The mission to cover every Orioles baseball game for the entire regular season all the way through October, hopefully into the postseason. I live on the other side of the planet, about as far away from Baltimore as you can possibly get. And living over here, I realize, there's a lot of other people out there like me that might not have a close proximity to the Orioles, or maybe they just don't have a way to watch it on TV or listen to it on the radio. Well, you've got my channel. It's a community for Oriole fans or just baseball fans in general to follow along the action, hang out together and chat. We've got Charm City Chat here. People are just starting to show up. And first pitch is going to be in about 8 minutes. So, yeah, if you're brand new, give it a try. You can chat it up if you want, or you can just sit back and listen to the game. I'll tell you how to best do that here in a little bit. But first things first, I want to go over the starting pitching matchups and lineups. Also a huge roster move today. In fact, it's staring at you right on your screen right now if you take a look. After much wait, up until about, 2.5 hours ago, we did not have an announced starting pitcher for today's ball game, but that pitcher has arrived, and his name is Kyle Bradish. That's right, folks. Kyle Bradish returns to start the final game against the Yankees in this 4-game series that we currently lead 2-1. We're looking for a 3-1 win for the series. Worst case scenario, we split, but let's not even talk about that, shall we? So Kyle Bradish making his first start of the 2024 season. He looked pretty good down there in Norfolk during his rehab assignments. We still don't have, by the way, a starting pitcher announced for Friday's game as well when we hit the road at Cincinnati. So we're still trying to shake out exactly what we're going to see in the rotation. But we know this. We have Corbin Burnes, we have Dean Kramer, and now we have Kyle Bradish. We know we have Cole Irvin, John Means, and Albert Suarez as 3 guys who can fill the other 2 spots. My money's on the 2 lefties, Means and Irvin, staying in the rotation, with Suarez moving into long relief. And some of that is also based on the move that was made in order for Bradish to get his roster spot, and that is Yohan Ramirez, relief pitcher for the Orioles, was designated for assignment before today's game. So, hasta luego, Yohan Ramirez. Right, so there you have it. Kyle Bradish on the mound today. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First pitch should be only 5 minutes away. For the Yankees, leading off playing shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Batting second in right field, Juan Soto. At the DH spot today in the third hole, it's Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton getting the day off. Anthony Rizzo will bat cleanup and play first. Gleyber Torres moved up to the 5th spot. Will play second base. Alex Verdugo returns from paternity leave. Missed the first 3 games of the series. He's back today in left field batting 6th. Oswaldo Cabrera, who hit that 2-run homer that got wedged into the foul pole, accounting for the only runs in the game yesterday for either side. He'll be batting 7th. Austin Wells is the catcher, batting 8th. And finally, Trent Grisham retains a spot in the lineup despite the return of Verdugo. He'll bat 9th and play center. Again, Stanton, the odd man out. For the Orioles, top part of the order, very much what you're used to. Gunnar Henderson leading off and playing short. Adley Rutschman with the lefty on the mound today will DH and bat 2nd. Ryan Mountcastle will bat 3rd and play first base. Anthony Santander back in the lineup after a day off yesterday. He'll bat cleanup and play right. Jordan Westburg will bat 5th and play 3rd. Jorge Mateo, for the 2nd time in a few days, moved up to the 6th spot and playing second base. Colton Cowser, been struggling lately. Need to get his back going again. He'll be batting 7th. He's only the 2nd of 2 lefties in today's lineup. James McCann will catch and bat 8th. And finally, a start for Ryan McKenna in center field. Cedric Mullins getting the day off. Of course, Austin Wells still hurt. I suppose Brandon Hyde wanted to find a time to play McKenna, and this is it. Well, hey, folks, you can't complain yet. The guy's batting 1,000. What's to complain about? So Kyle Bradish finished 4th last season in the AL Cy Young vote, made 30 starts, a record of 12-7, and an ERA of 2.83. That is music to your boys' ears. We got Kevin Brown and Jim Palmer in the booth on the MASN broadcast today, wearing some snazzy orange golf shirts. I've unfortunately have a blue shirt on. Your boy has to do his laundry. It's the beginning of the month. It's time to do some errands. So I got a hot cup of coffee. We're about to get started. So, folks, here's the deal. We're going to do a quick thing called a lag check. Folks, if you're in chat right now, if you want to participate, please do. I'm going to say a number. Type that number in as soon as I say it, and we're going to get an idea of what the lag is like between you and me. Here's the number. The number is 3. Type it in super quick. Let's see. Hopefully, I'll see him show up in 5, 4. Wow, that fast. Folks, the lag is virtually gone. All right? Your boy, the bird watcher, working hard behind the scenes to make things better. We can actually have a conversation now, almost instantly. Isn't that great? Also, it gets me to get everybody's name up on the screen. We got Matt. We got Card Crazed. Pure Adrenaline Sports, I see up there too. A couple of mods checking in. Ryan, Baxter, Isaac, O'Bird fan, Aaron. How are you doing? Sean. We got Wins. Jeffrey. What else? Maybe that's it for now. But yeah, first pitch is coming up here in just a moment. This should be the final commercial break. People are just starting to pour in. I have no idea what to expect in terms of a turnout today with a getaway game, 1 o'clock first pitch on a Thursday. But it is the Yankees. I'm hoping we get ourselves a nice crowd. They might be filing in slowly but surely. Folks are already doing a fantastic job hitting that like button. Thanks so much. People just going ahead and getting that out the way as soon as they come in. That's the best way to do it. Sit down, grab a cold one, hit that like button, and you're good to go. Okay, we're about to get started. Top of the first. Apparently it is 90 degrees in Baltimore right now. It is 5 degrees warmer in Baltimore than it is in Thailand, folks. True, it's 5 minutes after midnight here. By the way, if you were with me for the first 5 minutes of tonight's broadcast, it was nice sharing a little bit of Thursday with you. But it is now Friday where I sit. And I am ready to get this game going. The return of Kyle Bradish. I am pumped. I mean, I guess we need to keep our expectations at some sort of bay in terms of like a pitch count. I'm sure they're not going to probably pitch him more than 80, 85 pitches, I'd say. So it might be a 5 innings and change situation. I mean, if he's really economical, maybe he can get through 6 innings. But we'll see. The most important thing is that, A, he gets through the start without any issues in terms of health. And B, he keeps us in the ball game. We're trying to take 3 out of 4 here against the Yankees. A split, considering we won the first 2 games, would feel like a failure a little bit. Hey, David, how you doing? David in France. By the way, folks, if you're looking at David and you're going, why is his name green and what are those little binoculars next to him? Well, David is one of the first few new members of the new membership that's available for the Orioles Birdwatcher channel, folks. No pressure, but if you're interested, there's a join button now next to the subscribe button. If you join, there's not a whole lot of perks on the channel yet, but you will get a little something there in the chat, a little badge there next to your name. You also get access to some special emojis, like the Tony Tater Tot. Wow, it really sounds cringe for me to describe this, but it's out there. There's also super chats as well. Folks, anything you guys do to help out the channel, greatly appreciated. Believe me, the growth of the channel has been fantastic, and I can't wait to start upgrading all the stuff. We're about to get started, and folks, if you are watching on your TV set, you might be a little bit ahead of me. You might be a little bit behind. Get that remote in your hand. Pause the game if you're a little ahead, and let me catch up to you, and then unpause, okay? First pitch of the ball game. How about 96 outside corner, belt high for a called strike from Kyle Bradish. I'll just come right in and throw 96. No big whoop. Next pitch, a slider, breaking low and away, strike 2. Folks, your boy is starting to feel a little tingly right now. I mean, I'm 2 pitches in, and I feel like I'm watching midseason form Kyle Bradish. The 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Another slider, Volpe without a chance. Sit down. Kyle Bradish is back, and he means business. I guess I got to save means business for when John Means is back, but hot damn, John Means. I'm sorry, Kyle Bradish means business. Here's Juan Soto, and after a practice swing, he dodges out of the way of an apparent errant bug of some sort. Oh, Soto, is something bugging you again? Why is something always bugging Juan Soto? He's hitting .325, 8 homers, 25 RBI. Yeah, he's very good. I know. First pitch is a strike on the bottom of the zone. Bradish is painting. Bradish is painting. 4 pitches, 4 strikes. Nasty stuff. The 0-1. Outside edge, maybe an inch off the plate. Maybe Bradish wanted it an inch off. It's Bradish's world right now, and I'm just living in it. 1-1 the count. Next pitch is a check swing. McCann frames, and it is a swing according to the third base umpire, and thank goodness, because that pitch looked like a strike anyway in the zone at the bottom. Soto backed out of the box, shook his head no. Well, I'm shaking my head yes, Mr. Soto. You swung. 1-2 the count. And the pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just getting started here in the final game of a 4-game series between the Orioles and the Yankees. The Orioles lead the series 2-1. 1 out, nobody on, And a 2-2 to Juan Soto is hit on the ground. Second base side. Mateo has it ranging to his left, making the throw to Mountcastle rather short. And Soto is retired for out number 2. That'll bring up the judge. The Orioles defensively, left to right in the outfield, Colton Cowser, Ryan McKenna, and Anthony Santander. Westberg's at third, Gunnar at short, Mateo at second, Mountie at first, and McCann behind the plate. And the first pitch to Judge is hit right back up the middle, backhanded by Mateo now, throwing across his body in plenty of time, and Judge didn't exactly look like he was hustling down the line at all. I guess that's what happens when you make $50 million a year. You don't have to run out the baseball. Yeah, we don't play that way, New York. We hustle. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Yankees nothing and the Orioles coming up. Kyle Bradish looks fantastic. Come on. Oh, I'm so pumped. Bradish is back. Did anybody think he would be back second day of May? I didn't. And folks, cherish it while it lasts. I mean, the rash of injuries across baseball when it comes to pitchers and their elbows particularly, you know, these injuries that put you out under the knife for over a year, year and a half. Bradish may have dodged a bullet. What is this? What's going on here? Rizzo's up. Wait, who's on first? Wait, Judge. They went to the commercial. What did I just miss? What in the world is going on? Anthony Rizzo's at the plate. I guess Judge is on first. What did I miss? Something must have been completely missed because they went to commercial. I'm absolutely... This one's not on me, folks. I promise you the bird watcher didn't screw up here. They just went to commercial, came back, and it's in the middle of an Anthony Rizzo at bat. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. What in the world happened? Okay, there's an Orioles error on the screen. Oh, catcher's interference. So there you go. It was catcher's interference. Thank you, David. Thank you, Baxter. Everybody's catching up at the same time. And now it's a 2-out walk to Rizzo. And Brandon Hyde is fired up. So we missed everything. When I say we, I mean me. I mean the entire catcher's interference call, and I'm sure there was a confrontation already about it. There was a catcher's interference that went the Orioles' way just a couple of games ago. That ball hit off the back of Rizzo's knee there. Wow. So we got something strange going on here in the top of the first. And right now your boy just wants to get out of it because this feels like some weird mojo going on right now. 2 down, 2 on. What looked like a 1-2-3 inning for Bradish has suddenly become a tense situation. Gleyber Torres at the plate. The pitch. Low and away for ball 1. What happened? I mean, I know what happened now, but... Jeez Louise. Torres hitting .215. 2 for 11 in the series. So that's pretty much right on par with the average. The pitch. Another one low and away. Bradish trying to get Torres to chase the slider. So here we go. 2 on and a 2-0 count. Man, we were out of this inning. The pitch is a called strike. Belt high on the inside corner. Two and one. And it says nobody out on my computer right now. That's not true. There's 2 down. I don't think the ESPN score. Come on, ump. There's a slider that caught the bottom outside corner, and Bradish doesn't get the call, making what should be a 2-2 count 3-1 with 2 on and 2 down. The 3-1 is fouled back, and it's going to be 3-2. So Bradish, 1 strike away, hopefully, from getting out of this weirdness. Dan Iasagna is the crew chief and behind the plate. C.B. Buckner had already called one of the games in this series. He's on the same crew. Here comes the payoff pitch to Torres. And it's high for ball 4. My goodness. My goodness, folks, what happened? We were going to a commercial. The inning was over. I mean, after yesterday, our first shutout of the season, the first time this season where we can't score a run, and we do it against our bitter rivals. Now we get this celebratory return of Bradish. He looks absolutely on point right out of the gate. Strikes the first guy out on 3 pitches. Puts Soto away. Next thing you know, I'm thinking he's got Judge. Now I'm looking at the bases loaded. Jeez. Jeez. Okay, well, Drew French came out to have a chat. That's all right, Card. I might be a little slow, too. Alex Verdugo at the plate. Judge is at third. Rizzo at second. And now Gleyber Torres on at first. Verdugo batting .267. Again, this is his first plate appearance of the series. Left-handed hitter. First pitch is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Verdugo looking back at the ump. Probably to see whether or not that is indeed the rock bottom of the zone. The 0-1 pitch is on the outside corner. A late strike call there by the ump, and it's strike 2. And Verdugo talking to the ump again. And this umpire is not making friends with anybody right now. Yeah, Narniak, no issues. I'll try refreshing the scorecard here in a minute. Right now, it's bases loaded, 2 down, and an 0-2 count on Verdugo. One strike from getting out of this jam. The pitch is inside, and Verdugo fights it off. A foul ball off to the right. So Bradish up to 22 pitches in the first, something you were hoping to avoid. A high pitch count right out of the gate for a guy that is probably on a limited amount of pitches to begin with. In fact, I'm not even saying probably. I'm going to guarantee it. Here's an 0-2. Swing and a grounder to first. Mountcastle calls Bradish off. Tags the bag, and the inning is finally over. Thank God. The Yankees leave the bases loaded. After all that, maybe that'll get under their skin after blowing a chance to do something. It was a frustrating inning for both sides, and the umpire didn't help either. We go to the bottom of the first now. After that, however long inning that was. Yankees nothing, Orioles coming up, and your boy's hot. I'm already burning up out here. It's 90 degrees in Baltimore. It feels 9 degrees in here. Yep. It's, yeah. We still have a no-hitter going, right, Narniak? That's the bright side. There's still a no-hitter going. Unfortunately, it took 23, 24 pitches for Bradish to get through the first inning. When really, if it weren't for that interference, it would have been more like 13. Every pitch counts. How's everybody doing today? Oh, I guess I'll go ahead and try and refresh this. I mean, it says bottom of the first, so I guess we're going there now. I don't know. I think ESPN genuinely got confused by that call. When there's a weird play, their interface just short circuits, I guess. It doesn't know how to react. Man, I'm burning up. It's the hot coffee. I'm not used to drinking hot coffee at night, but I got to do it to keep up. We have a 3-game series with the Reds coming up tomorrow night, and then a day off, followed by a 2-game set with the Nationals, and then we're back home again after another day off. All right, Carlos Rodon is on. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch to Gunnar is a called strike, fastball in the inside edge. Gunnar batting .281, 10 homers, 24 RBI. Next pitch is in the dirt, and the count 1-1. He'll be followed by Adley Rutschman and then Ryan Mountcastle. Rodon trying to come back after an injury-plagued year last season. A disappointing season for him and for the Yankees in general. There's a called strike. Catching the outside corner. 1-2 the count on Gunnar, who calls for time. Rodon had Cy Young stuff back in his days with the White Sox. There's a pitch in the dirt, and the count even at 2-2. Two-two pitch is swung on and missed. Gunnar Henderson goes after a pitch in the dirt. And that's how this day starts for the Orioles offense. A Gunnar strikeout. One down for Adley Rutschman. Adley will be batting from the right side. He has absolutely crushed left-handed pitching so far this season. First pitch is a called strike. He's hitting well over 400 against lefties. I don't have an exact number for you, but he is hitting .311 altogether. 4 homers, 18 RBI. 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that stays outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Orioles wearing their traditional home whites today. One is a called strike 2. Nice location by Rodon. Knee high in the outside corner. That stare last night was priceless. Oh, you mean my stare back into the camera? I'm just trying to learn from Juan Soto. He's so good. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Adley checks his swing. They appeal, and he went. First base umpire says, you went. Rutschman goes down swinging. And, man, he barely let that bat head cross the plate. I mean, you know, that's a check. Come on. I know I'm being biased. 2 down for Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch to him is off the plate outside. Mountcastle's not had a good series. 0 for 12. Not good, at least at the plate. He's still doing great things in the field, but this has dropped his average down to .282. He was well over 300 when the series started. Here's a foul ball, and the count 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the first, no score at Camden Yards between the Orioles and the Yankees. I'll take a 3-1 series win, my friend. Here's a ground ball, first or third base, and Cabrera will throw across the diamond in time to retire Ryan Mountcastle. The Orioles go 1-2-3. We head to the second inning. No score at Camden Yards. Has that attitude you just love to hate. You know, but the thing is, honestly, I don't want that kind of attitude on my team. I don't know. Have we ever had a player like that? I mean, Eddie Murray would sometimes give you a hard-ass stare. Obviously, if you take, little samples of guys that spent a couple of years with us, not necessarily a career, like Albert Bell. I don't know if you're going to find anybody who was better at the art of intimidation at the plate than Albert Bell. My God. I mean, I was scared watching him. Never mind pitching to him. But, yeah, I guess Machado was the guy. Yeah, Machado was a good example. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan. I feel like there's ways to flex without actually flexing. You know what I mean? I just feel it's a little, I don't know. At least, I don't know. It's all situational. I'll say this. If Soto hits a home run like that onto Utah Street against a guy like, say, Corbin Burnes, and it's a September game, and it puts the Yankees ahead in the ball game or something, like something like that. All right. Show me something. I get it. But, I mean, come on. A solo shot off Dean Kramer in April in a game you're losing and would go on to lose. That, to me, is not a time to be staring anybody down. All right. Top of the second we go. Yeah, can we get some runs today? Yeah, I'm not arguing Manny Machado's ability as a ball player. But if we're talking simply about attitude and who I like to watch play, I love to watch Manny play in terms of fielding the ball, hitting the ball. Do I like his reaction sometimes after hitting the ball? Well, not so much. It's easier to swallow when they're on your team. I will admit it. But, yeah, here we go. Top of the second. And the first pitch is above the zone for ball one to Oswaldo Cabrera. Cabrera comes in batting .262. Again, yesterday he supplied the only offense for either team. Here's a called strike. Count even up at 1-1. Hit his fourth homer of the season in a way that no one else ever has. At least not at Camden Yards. Just over the flat court, wedged inside the mesh of the foul pole. Here's a ground ball to first. Mountcastle fields it cleanly. Flips it to Bradish covering, and there is one away here in the second. Narniak has the same birthday as Machado, and he still hated him. I'm trying to think. Do I have... The only person who I know right off the top of my head that I share a birthday with is Mr. T. I know that me and Mr. T were both born on May 21st. Austin Wells at the plate. First pitch is in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Top of the second, no score. Ouch, Narniak. I feel better about my birthday celebrity. I can't remember. I remember reading one or two other names. There's probably been a couple people that have become famous since then that are younger than me. 1-1 the count on Wells now. Next pitch is lifted in the opposite field, and it will stay up long enough for Cowser to make a lunging grab as he sprints toward the left field foul line to make the catch. 2 out here in the second. That'll bring up Trent Grisham. Grisham batting .080. I believe that is an acceptable blood alcohol level in some states. Oh, yeah, like Barry Bonds. Forget it. First pitch to Grisham is inside for ball one. You know the one things that really hurt for me when John Miller left and went to be the announcer for the Giants was all the Barry Bonds home run calls I heard him make, Just knowing, like you're getting like a great home run call from one of the greatest to ever do it, and you're getting it 70 times in a season or whatever. When you know it's all just a product of, well, whatever. 2-0 the count on Grisham. 2 out, nobody on. And there's a strike. Grisham tried to check his swing, but it was in the zone anyway. Bradish trying to get back under control. He's on 32 pitches. If he can get this third out quickly, that would be good. This one's upstairs, though, and the count moves to 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch is called strike 2. Full count, 2 out, nobody on, top of the second, no score. Kyle Bradish making his first start of the season. Remember when the news hit us, folks, in the winter that Bradish had an elbow problem? And we didn't know how long it would be. It felt like best case scenario. A lot of people were saying All-Star break. Here he is, second day of May. Here's a foul tip at the plate. The count is full on Grisham. Here comes the next payoff pitch, and it's a called strike 3. Bottom of the zone. Inside corner. Might have been given an extra inch there by the umpire. But it's close. There might have been 1 stitch of that baseball touching the very outside edge of the zone. It's a tough pitch either way on a full count. Bradish gets the strikeout, and the Orioles get out of the second. We go to the bottom half, no score. Middle of the order due up. Anthony Santander, Jordan Westberg, Jorge Mateo. How's everybody doing out there? Attaboy, Bradish. Got to take a little peek and see if folks are starting to file in a little more. We're up to 50. Hey, folks, if you're just tuning in, maybe you're just settling in, I hope you can maybe grab a cold one if you're living in the Baltimore area. 90 degrees, May 2nd. My goodness. What happened to spring? Yeah. Grab a cold one, get a snack, and hit that thumb right below your screen. It only takes a second. That's all you got to do. After you do that, settle in. Enjoy the ball game. Let's get these likes up to, 30? Super hot outside. I'm feeling it over here, David. I'm feeling it over here. It's this coffee. My body is finally starting to get used to this weird sleep pattern that I've developed for myself, but it's still adjusting to drinking coffee at odd hours of the night. And I feel like maybe I need to get a cold coffee. All right. Bottom of the second. And there's a older man in the audience wearing a big orange wig. Lovely. Anthony Santander. Switch hitter batting from the right side. 1 for 8 in the series. He's been struggling here for about 10 days, 2 weeks. Called strike. And the count 0-2. 211 is Tony's average. And this one's in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm going to go turn my fan up. My goodness. Rodon gets the sign. And here comes the pitch. Well, setting up outside. The pitch is outside. Santander lays off, and the count even at 2-2. All right, next one's off the plate. We got a full count, and I've got some cool air hitting me on the back. I'm feeling better already. Payoff pitch coming to Santander, and he lifts one into the air. Shallow left center. It's going to drop into no man's land for a base hit. That's the kind of hit you need when you're struggling. There you go, Tony. Tony Tata. It doesn't leave the ballpark, but he's on base. It's time to show us your tatas, Tony. All right, we got ourselves a leadoff base runner in the form of Anthony Santander. That'll bring up Jordan Westberg. Westy. First pitch he gets is on the outside edge for a called strike. Coming in with a 3.01 average. 5 homers, 19 RBI. Not a bad first month. 0-1 pitch. This one's hit, line drive, right field, base hit. Santander will have to stop at second. He doesn't have the legs to go first to third. That ball was hit too hard and not in the gap. So we have 2 on. And it might be the time. Well, you can say rally cap. Your boy's going to the sub screen for the first time today. That's right. Yesterday, I tried a little bit of a, what do you call it, experiment. I said, okay, I hear you people out there, the ones that say my sub screen is annoying and they don't like it. Well, guess what? It's back. Because the first time we went without it yesterday was also the first time we got shut out. So I don't want to hear it. We got Jorge Mateo at the plate, and the first pitch is outside for ball 1. 2 on, nobody out for Mateo, batting .256. Next pitch is lifted in the air, foul behind the plate. Boy, Mateo's up there just like he's swinging away. I wouldn't mind seeing him dropping one down. With nobody out, put 2 runners in a scoring position. I know. We don't normally see a lot of small ball these days anymore, but I don't know. 1-1 pitch, swung on and fouled again, off to the left. A ball and 2 strikes. I just don't want to see Mateo waste this at bat. I just want to see some sort of productive outcome here. You get those first 2 guys on. We've got the charge going. Folks, I'll break out the bugle here in a moment. We got a 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and lifted foul behind into the stands once again. Yes, make a good contact. If you're going to hit it on the ground, hit it slowly and preferably to the right side. The 1-2 is low and in, and Mateo is acting like it hit him. Did it get him on the foot? Home plate umpire might say no. Let's take a look at the replay. The pitch, the ball is... Ooh, I don't even know if we can tell by that angle. Wow, you know what? It looks like it hits the ground and the very tip of his toe virtually at the same time. Now, I'm pretty sure if any part of that ball hits the dirt before it hits Mateo's foot, then it's not a hit by pitch. It's a wild pitch that Mateo just happened to be in the way of. It did touch his tip of his toe. The question is, what got touched first? And a replay, they get slow it down, stop it. You know what? I don't know if they have enough to overturn this. I mean, if Mateo faked getting hit, he did a good job. Call on the field is overturned. Mateo, take your base. You have been hit by a pitch, sir. Wow. Fantastic result. Bases loaded, nobody out. Come on, folks. It's the milkman. And we need him to deliver. Bases loaded, nobody out. Colton Cowser stepping in, hitting .288. He's due. Lefty on lefty. First pitch. Called strike at the bottom of the zone. Rodon. Man. Right on the bottom. It was middle of the plate. If Colton was looking for a low pitch, he could have done something with it. 0-1 pitch. Outside. A check swing. He barely moved the bat. Okay. Okay, it's not a swing. Sometimes I get annoyed when they ask for an appeal. All right, maybe it was close enough, worth checking. Either way, Cowser didn't swing. 1-1 the count. Come on, milkman. We need a delivery. The pitch. Swing and a miss. What was that pitch? A slider? 88 miles an hour. Breaking low and away from Cowser. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Colton. Put the wood on the ball. Put it in play. Heaven forbid, even a certain play that results in a couple of bad things still can make a good thing. This one's off the plate outside. Okay, 2-2. I.e., well, yeah, you know what I mean. Let's just get going here. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Oh, God. Cowser. And that pitch, probably the best pitch he got in the whole at-bat. I'm looking at the entire sequence now. Other than that first pitch that barely touched the bottom of the zone, that was his only, that was the only pitch he had that was anywhere in a hittable location, and he missed it. James McCann at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. 1 out. Bases still loaded. McCann hitting .255. Made 1 start in the series. Went 1 for 4 with an RBI. The 0-1 pitch is swung on, hit in the air. Right side, down in the corner, going into foul ground. And I think Soto just allowed it to drop foul. I'm not sure. It was a tough angle, as you folks are aware, at Camden Yards. That weird little triangular area in the right field corner is out of view of a lot of cameras. And they only showed one other angle of it. Apparently not too important of a play to even look back at, but if that ball did bounce, where was Soto? 0-2 the count. The pitch swung on and missed in the dirt. 2 down. McCann strikes out. Are you kidding me? All right, bear down, folks. Bear down. It's up to Ryan McKenna. He swings. Line drive right at the left fielder. And what kills me is if one of the previous two batter does that, at least we get a run in on a sac fly. We get nothing. Strikeout, line out to left, inning over, bases left loaded. There you go. Good Lord. No score after 2 innings. Your boy needs a lucky. Your boy is about to have a heart attack. Very unhappy. I don't think there's any spoilers going on right now. Matt knows the deal. Right? We're all good? Have we tired out Rodon? How many pitches after 2? Hopefully 40? 34? Not good enough. That's 2 less than Bradish. Good Lord, man. Bases loaded, nobody out. Are you kidding me? My God. Oh, the highs and lows of a baseball season. It is not for the faint of heart, people. It is not for the faint of heart. Top of the third. Top of the order for the Yankees. Anthony Volpe. He struck out on 3 pitches to lead off the ball game. First pitch this time is up and in for ball 1. Wow. So the Orioles, probably with their biggest whiff of a rally all season long. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they can't score. Don't think that's happened yet this season. Next pitch is low, ball 2. And I really feel bad for McKenna because he really did square up that baseball. Line drive right to the left fielder. There's a called strike, 2-1 on Volpe. Whoa. Not to mention that line drive out dropped McKenna's major league batting average this season, 500 points. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a called strike, 2-2. Hello, Janet. How you doing, hun? Welcome. 2-2 to Volpe. Check swing foul. Once again, folks, your boy the Birdwatcher will be back momentarily. He's taking a break with Lucky Strike. Did you just watch your team blow a chance with the bases loaded and nobody out, only to come away with nothing? Reach for a lucky. They're toasted. This pitch is outside, and the count runs full now on Anthony Volpe. Volpe asks for time. All right, the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a foul ball. Okay, the at-bat stays alive. That ball was in on the hands. Volpe able to fight it off. Still 3-2. Soto on deck, Judge in the hole. I'm having a safety meeting. Here's a ground ball, third base side. Is that fair? It looks like it is. It's down in the corner for extra bases. Anthony Volpe will glide into second standing with a leadoff double. Uh-oh. And Bradish is now on 44 pitches, and there's nobody out in the third. So it's pretty much like he's just starting the third inning now on 44 pitches. That's 22 an inning. That is not good. And we got to get this game under control, and we got to start with Juan Soto somehow to do it. Soto grounded out to second in his first at-bat. Here's a huge swing and a miss on the first pitch on a ball about letter high. Soto left his balance a little bit. Ran out of the batter's box. 0-1 the count. Here comes the next pitch. And outside corner for a call. It's strike two. Soto talks to the ump. Everybody getting in a little word with the ump today. We need the hat, huh? All right, well, just imagine I'm wearing it right now. This pitch is up and away for ball one. What is it? Is it the sub screen? Is it the hat? Is it the fact I'm a charming, handsome man with a silky smooth broadcasting voice? What is it? What is this? We have some sort of time situation, and Soto's throwing his hands up in the air. Now he's mad about something else. Apparently he sees something in the outfield that's distracting him. Up there on the roof deck above the batter's eye. So now we got to sit here and wait to make sure everything's perfect for Juan Soto once more. Please tell me that we've purposely put a police officer out there with a shiny watch. One of Baltimore's finest is apparently upsetting. Looks like the word is finally coming into the perpetrator of this issue here. Oh, it's the guy in the white shirt? Apparently the guy in the white shirt is in Soto's line of vision, and he got up out of his chair and basically stepped back about 10 feet. He's now just standing behind the chair he was just sitting in. Does that take care of the problem? I don't know. What do you want, Mr. Soto? What would you like? Hey, a plane might be flying over soon. Do you want them to divert? We wouldn't want to upset your at-bat, sir. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Called strike three. Sit down, Soto. Sit down. Hey, what do you got to blame for that result? Hey, he looked back to the outfield. He looked back at the outfield as if to go, yeah, it's your fault. It's your fault I struck out. Is it? You know what with this guy? Take a seat. Thanks, Card. I'm almost done. I got about 2 drags to go. I'm savoring that last result. This one's hitting the left field. Thankfully, right at Colton Cowser for out number 2. So a runner a leadoff double, still at second base. With 2 out now. Soto and Judge retired. My goodness. Oh my God, the Orioles were just showing that they're giving away some online auction memorabilia, and they showed a baseball, and it said CB on it, and I thought, you mean CB Buckner signed a baseball? And then the birdwatcher finally woke up and said, no, stupid, that's Corbin Burnes. That's what the CB is. Okay. We've got Rizzo at the plate, and the first pitch is up and away for ball one. And your boy's about to return, looking a little different than he did the last time. Swing and a miss. Rizzo with the big cut. 1 ball, 1 strike. The hat is on. No complaining from the Chom City chat. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Soto was a baby. Soto was a puss. Sit down, Soto, you gutless worm. Sit down. Ha ha. Good. I'm glad I'm not alone. 1-2 pitch. It's swung on inside out swing. It's going to drop in left field. Here comes... Oh, my God. It's a bad throw from Kjerstad. Wow. That's going to allow Rizzo to go up to second base. What's going on there? I mean, that base runner with 2 out was going to score. Kjerstad with the ball thrown in wildly. And that's going to put Rizzo in a scoring position. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead on an RBI 2-out single by Anthony Rizzo. And Kjerstad with the error. I mean, that was about 20 feet off the plate, that throw. Boy, let me hurry up and close the door behind me before I forget. Right now, the home plate umpire is having a chat with Aaron Boone, I guess. I don't know what's going on now, but I'll be right back. Now that light's sort of shining in there, isn't it? That helped a little bit? Yeah, that helps a little bit. All right, next pitch is in the dirt. What's going on? We've got 2 down, a run in, Rizzo at second, and a 1-0 count on Gleyber Torres, who... how did he walked his first time up? That's what happened. 1-0 pitch is a called strike. One and one the count. The pitch is low and outside. That wasn't close. Easy to lay off that one from Bradish. 2-1. He's averaging about 20 pitches an inning here, up to 56, 2 down in the third. And again, I don't think he's going to be throwing 100 pitches today. I think it's going to be closer to 80, maybe 85, something like that. So there's another pitch low and away, but fortunately for us, an appeal on the swing. They said Torres went, and I got to tell you, folks, that's a tough call. That's a tough call on that check swing. We will take it. We need it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. Here comes the 2-2, and it's low and away for ball 3. So Bradish, another deep count. I still think back to that first inning and that catcher's interference that added probably an extra 15 pitches to his pitch count. This one's hit up the middle. Mateo has it at second. Throws to first in time to win the inning. That one bounced over the head of Bradish, but Mateo backing up nicely to make that play. We go to the bottom of the third. The Yankees get on the board first with an RBI single from Anthony Rizzo. New York 1, Baltimore nothing. Going to the bottom of the third. And what did it say? 6:14? Yeah. You see that, folks? After yesterday's game, between yesterday and today, I guess it's has your boy hit? Have I hit my peak? Are we saying this is it for the bird watcher, folks? Let me tell you something right now. If you're an Orioles fan, if you're watching my channel right now and you haven't subbed up, let me tell you about another channel. There's a channel out there called NYY Underground. It's a Yankees dedicated play-by-play coverage channel. A lot like mine. Now, granted, it's been around for a season or two. It's had time to grow more than I have. But you know how many subs he's got over there? A gentleman by the name of Pete. He's got over 25,000 New York Yankee fans all grouped up together following the Yankee action. You mean to tell me? Now, I know the Baltimore fan base probably can't match the Yankee fan base in terms of numbers, but you mean to tell me the ratio is 25,000 to 600? We can do better than that. We got to represent. New York is an entirely different market. Matt, thank you. So's Annapolis. So's Cumberland. So's Waldorf. I mean, I get it. I know that, but I'm still making a point here. I mean, how many people are in New York? Like 14 million? What's Baltimore have? Like 2.5? All right, so maybe he should have 7 times as many. Right now he's got about 70 times as many. And that's all I'm saying. We got to represent. Gunnar Henderson. First pitch is a called strike. Next pitch. Make it strike 2. Gunnar struck out in his first at-bat. Now behind 0-2, leading off the bottom of the third. You can't see him going over 70. Well, he's only got one more inning left. This one is popped up. Third base side, and a backhanded catch right up against the screen by Oswaldo Cabrera. Man, just another little part of the ball game where it just feels like things aren't going the Orioles' way. I mean, this ball is about 1 foot away from getting out of reach. Cabrera making a nice catch of that ball. On the run, battling the screen. 1 out for Adley Rutschman. First pitch is low for ball 1. I mean, it might be hot, but it looks like a beautiful day out there. Here's a hard hit ball in the center. Come on, keep going back. Grisham makes the catch. That ball was hit about 385 feet to center. Grisham, though, right in line. Just had to go backwards about 3 or 4 strides to make the catch. 2 down here in the bottom of the third, and the batter is Ryan Mountcastle. Mountie is due. 0 for 12 in the series coming in today, 0 for 1 today. So 0 for 13. You got a lefty on the mound, Mountie. This is your territory. First pitch is low. It had the plate, but a little bit low on the outside edge. 1-0 on Mountcastle. That's it, Janet. Stick that castle in the chat. This one hit in the air. That ball sounded good off the bat. It's going back. This one's going to go. Bye-bye, birdie. Ryan Mountcastle reaches the bleachers in right center field, and the Orioles have tied the ball game. My goodness. Ryan Mountie. Mount up. Mount up. 0 for the series. What a way to break out of it, Mountie. That ball was a low pitch. He went down and got it. When I first saw it leave the bat, I'm like, well, that ball's too low to do anything with. But the sound that ball made coming off the bat, I mean, he must have hit it right on that sweet spot. Wow. Yeah, that ball was a good 3 inches below the zone there. 0-1 on Westberg. This one's inside, and it nearly hits Westberg. Excuse me, Westberg. It's Anthony Santander. All right, Steve. You've confused a couple of batters before. You can make the excuse that Heston Kjerstad's hair kind of looks like Gunner's. You can't confuse Jordan Westberg with Anthony Santander. That's where I draw the line. 1:07 a.m. local time for your boy. And Anthony Santander was indeed hit by that pitch, apparently, although it looks like it bounced. I got to tell you, that ball looked like it bounced. And I guess the Yankees can't challenge because they already challenged the other hit by pitch. Or maybe that's a play where you don't challenge, they just go to a replay. I don't know. Either way, Santander is on first base, 2 out. And now Westberg is up. He singled back in the second. The chant of "Let's Go O's" across the ballpark. Here's a called strike, 2 inches off the plate, 1-1. I would complain more about that call, but considering recent results, the umpire, that might have evened something up. 1-1 on Westberg. Santander at first. Here is a swing and a miss. 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That's about the hardest one Rodon has thrown today. Rodon is doing fine on pitch count. He's at 46 with 2 out in the third. Here's a chopper foul off to the left. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. We have a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Ryan Mountcastle leveling the score with his 5th home run of the season. 405 feet to right center field. The 1-2 is low and in, a check swing, and he went around. Man, is it me or has this game had more appeals on check swings than your typical ball game? All right, that ends the inning. But the Orioles managed to level the game. Both teams have had chances. Both teams have left men on base. The Yankees had that huge opportunity in the first inning after it looked like it was over. They loaded up the bases. Then the Orioles had the bases loaded, nobody out. They couldn't score. So we both have a run. We both probably should have more. So we're only through Act 1 of this 3-act play, 3 innings in the books. It's pretty much as even as the score says it is. It's 1-1. It can go anybody's way here. I guess the advantage the Yankees really have is the pitch count. Rodon can probably go 6 innings or more, whereas Bradish, we're going to have to go to our bullpen first. I can all but guarantee it. Let's see if Bradish can get through the 4th inning. 59 pitches at the moment. Again, he's averaging 1 more pitch, and that's 20 per inning. So he'd be at 80 with another full inning on the rate he's on. He's got to bring that pitch count down. At least get us through 4 innings. It'll be Verdugo to lead off, followed by Cabrera and Wells. Oh, no, Verdugo ended the last inning, didn't he? No, it's Verdugo. All right. Folks, if you're just tuning in, by the way, not only has Kyle Bradish come back to the ball club, he is the starting pitcher today, and to make room for him, Yohan Ramirez designated for assignment. All right. Top of the fourth is getting started. First pitch to Verdugo, hit on the ground, right side, and under the glove of Mateo. Is that a hit or... Looks like they'll score it a hit. Mateo kind of olayed that baseball. He went to ground. Seems like he should have been able to at least stop it. But the ball gets into the right field for a leadoff single. So Bradish already pitching from the stretch. Austin Wells at the plate. Excuse me. Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate. Maybe your boy will get, I don't know, 25% of his calls correct tonight. I feel a little bit off my game. Want to know the count. It could be a sinus thing, I'll be honest. Here's the pitch. This one is hit to second. This could be two. Mateo flipped to second for one to first. Two, a double play. So Mateo, after dealing with a tough ball to allow the leadoff runner on base, does well to start a double play. And just like that, base is empty, two down. Just what Kyle Bradish needed. Maybe he can get through five. Here's pitch number 63, and it is just a bit low on that inside corner to Austin Wells. Wells is 0 for 1. A line out back in the second. Next pitch off the plate outside. Although I'll say that same location has been called a strike today. By that time it wasn't. By the way, the Yankees lead all of baseball in grounding in the double plays. The team with the least amount, the Baltimore Orioles. 3-0 the count now on Wells, and Bradish, after getting that double play ball, now falling behind 3-0 on Wells. Come on, buddy. We were just getting on a roll here. There's a called strike. 3-1. The pitch is pop foul behind the plate. Folks, he can read as much or as little into the hat as you'd like. I don't know. We got a full count pitch here to Wells, and it's lifted in the air. Left field. Cowser has it. Makes the catch. Inning over. Bradish gets through 4. 1 run on 3 hits. It could have been worse. He got out of a bases loaded jam. He had to deal with Juan Soto, who was unhappy that, something was shiny somewhere or something. I don't know. We'll see. Juan Soto. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 ball game. And folks, at this point, for the sake of charity, could I maybe entice a single soul watching the game right now along with me to think about maybe subbing up with the rest of us? Just one? Uno? Just for the heck of it? I don't know. Some days are better than others. What are you going to do? What the heck are you going to do? Where did I come in today? All right, well, to the 2 people, thank you. That's 2. That's 2 more than yesterday. I guess I had to expect things to gradually cool down. I just didn't know that it would just happen all in like one day. particularly during the Yankees series. What's going to happen when we're on the road playing the Reds? By the way, how exciting is it going to be? Gunnar Henderson versus Ellie De La Cruz. Both of those guys in the same game this weekend. That should be a lot of fun. Could be a what do you call it? A clinic, a base running clinic between Gunnar and Ellie on the bases. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the fourth. There are some signs up in the ballpark. Jorge Mateo at the plate. First pitch is swung on and hit in the air deep to left field. This ball's over Baltimore. Bye-bye birdie. Jorge Mateo ambushes the first pitch of the inning and clears the giant mighty wall in left field. 425 feet for Mateo. Get some, Jorge. The Orioles take the lead 2-1. The home run ball is back. And it's the hat. Swing and a miss from Colton Cowser. Wow. Ambushed by Mateo. 94-mile-an-hour pitch. He got all of it. Cowser takes a called strike, too. Man, Cowser really struggling at the plate. I'm saying it right now, folks. And first of all, you won't believe this when I tell you. Next pitch to Cowser is in the dirt for ball one. 1-2 the count. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it all season long. From the very beginning. Looking at the pitching matchups early. Facing a lot of left-handers. In this Yankee series, 2 out of 4 left-handers. Guess what happens in Cincinnati? 2 out of 3 left-handers again. But what I wanted to say, 2-2 the count now on Cowser, is that once we get out of Baltimore, that should give Kjerstad a little more of an extra chance of some playing time. Because now that opens up the left field spot. You can't put Kjerstad out in left field here. It's just too much. I might be able to do it in Cincinnati, though. 3-2 the count on Cowser, who might need a day off. The pitch. Called strike 3. Cowser goes down looking. So there you go. That's your boy, the bird watcher's call. He's not giving up on Cowser. Cowser could very easily get 2 more hits in this game before we're over. But the way things are looking lately for Cowser, I think you need to give him a day off. Throw Kjerstad out there in left field against the Reds. They only get that one righty, and that's tomorrow night. So let's throw Kjerstad out there. All right. We have James McCann now at the plate. Bases empty, 1 out, a run in on the home run from Jorge Mateo. 1-0 pitch is hit on the ground to third. Cabrera has it over to first. In time, McCann retired. 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Keep the hat. The hat works. Somebody was telling me my hat looked like it was from the 90s or something. Like it was an old... What's so old looking about it? Here's Ryan McKenna. First pitch is fouled back. McKenna lined out with the bases loaded back in that, I guess that must have been the second inning. The 0-1 pitch is outside. 1 ball and 1 strikes. McKenna now batting an even .500. 1 hit and 2 at-bats on the season. Next pitch is hit in the air to center. Backing up. Still going back. At the wall. He leaps. It's gone. Bye-bye birdie! The hat works! Folks, if Ryan McKenna's going to hit home runs, the hat works! Are you kidding me? Ryan McKenna's gone yard! And the Orioles lead 3-1. Make it 3 home runs. And the splash zone on this hot day in May is getting wet. Boom, shakalaka. Thanks, my friend. Thanks for pointing that out. Let's head on over now. Hey, would you look at that? Maybe it was the sub count, my friend. Maybe those subs happened and gave us a little Orioles magic. How about dim apples? 3-1 Orioles. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. Bases empty, 2 down. 0 for 2 so far today. 3 home runs for the Orioles. This one is chopped foul off to the right. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And 2 of them from the unlikeliest of sources. I mean, Mateo hitting a ball out of left field. That's something you don't see often. I know he did it back in April last year. He was red hot in April. But that's something you don't often see. But McKenna? Yeah, who had that on their bingo card? Mateo and McKenna going deep in the same inning. Unbelievable. Here's a ground ball to second base. Torres to first. Henderson retired 4-3. But the Orioles break out the long ball. Everybody on this team can go yard, and I mean everybody. Mateo and McKenna, the M&M boys. At the end of 4, it's the Orioles 3, the Yankees 1. My goodness. I love how chat now is just going to it's just going to get to the point where it's talks about, well, it's the hat. Wait, no, it's the sub screen. There are other things to talk about, right? What's going on out there? What's shaking? Your boy might heat up some of this coffee. It's still half a cup. Yeah. Tell you what. You want to know how to wake me up? Oh, it's the blue shirt. That's what it is. It's the blue shirt. What is it? I've got an ingrown toenail. Is that it? Or the lack of devil's lettuce. Oh, there is no lack. It's just my own preference. I tell you what, though, I could use another Lucky. It's going to be a night where your boy's going to need 2 or 3. Because it's tough. When I do a game like this after a night game, for me, it's all in one day. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning today to cover what was for you guys last night's game. Took like an hour nap somewhere in the middle of the day. And then the game starts again now at midnight. And I'm going to probably be here till 3 in the morning. That is the commitment the bird watcher is making. We go to the top of the 5th. Kyle Bradish, if he can somehow get 3 quick outs, and the Orioles somehow keep this lead to the end, could come out of here with a win. Boy, if you would have asked me that 20 minutes ago, I would have said probably not. But here we go. Kyle Bradish on the mound in the 5th. First pitch, a breaking ball. Wow, look at that. A big looping curve from Bradish. I haven't seen that yet today, I don't think. Maybe did it once. Certainly caught Trent Grisham by surprise. We've got a rogue beach ball out on the warning track. The milkman will go and retrieve. And can you get that ball over the wall in Baltimore? I knew it'd take more than one attempt. Kjerstad. All right, I'm sure an usher is probably going to go grab the ball because that ball is just going to wind up right back out on the field again. All right. Wow, MLB TV is delayed by 2. So I'm faster than MLB TV? Janet, the beer is cold, hon. And your boy wishes he had one in his hand right now. I think I'd rather have a beer than a coffee. This one's up and away to Grisham. The count is 1-1. That is 70 pitches now for Bradish. So this is where we start to monitor. Next pitch is fouled away, 1-2. I mean, obviously, I'm sure for Bradish, for Brandon Hyde, we'd love to see him get through 5 innings clean so he can qualify for the win. But this is a bit of a special situation. It's his first start of the season. The 1-2 to Grisham. Swing and a miss. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Bradish strikes out Grisham, 1 away. All right. I like it. Back to the top of the order for Anthony Volpe. I don't drink alcohol, but when I do, I reach for a Dos Equis. By the way, very light day in terms of action around baseball. Here's another curveball from Bradish. Called strike to Volpe. Doubled and scored in his last at-bat. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. All right, so for you folks, when you're living below the Mason-Dixon line, but only just, where do you stand on your iced tea? Sweet or unsweet? Because the more south you go, the more you don't even have an option. That stuff turns into Kool-Aid by the time you hit Raleigh, North Carolina. 2-1 the count on Volpe, 1 out in the 5th. Yeah, that's me too. I just like just a little bit of sweet. There's a swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I just like a little bit, just enough for me to know that it's not bitter. Just a little something. But man, you go down to South Carolina, hit up a Bojangles, get an iced tea. You feel like you're going to go in a cardiac arrest. This pitch is low. And they don't sit there and go sweet or unsweet. They look at you like you're a madman. Full count on Volpe. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 5th. Card, you took the words right out of my mouth, and now I'm thirsty. This room temperature coffee isn't cutting it now after all this slightly sweetened tea with a nice hint of lemon talk. Payoff pitch is a called strike 3. Sit down, Volpe. Your at bat is over. Kyle Bradish with another strikeout. 2 down here in the 5th. 5 Ks for Bradish, averaging more than 1 per inning. We'll just call it 1 per inning if he can get out number 3 here. Unless it's a strikeout as well. It's Juan Soto at the plate, folks. How are the conditions for you, Mr. Soto? Here's a high fly ball, left field. Kjerstad, long run in the corner, and it hits off the wall, and Kjerstad crashed into it. Soto can run for days. The throw comes in, and he'll wind up at third base with a 2-out triple. My goodness. First of all, let's make sure Kjerstad's okay. He is bent over at the knees. Kjerstad on a full run right into that corner. Leapt right into that wall. Sacrificed his body. Unfortunately, he mistimed it. sort of misjudged it altogether, really. Not only did he leap sort of at the wrong time, but the ball was well behind him. He needed to go back on it a little further. But he gave it his all. The milkman put his body on the line for us. And hopefully we can get out of this situation here. And again, I said it the other night when Soto hit that big home run. This is why you want to give yourself a little bit of a padding when you're facing the likes of Juan Soto. So the Orioles, with that 2-run cushion and getting the first 2 outs, maybe we can get out of this jam here. By the way, Keegan Aiken is up and getting loose. Judge is up next. If Rizzo's to follow, then I have to think there's a chance this is Bradish's last batter one way or the other. So either Bradish gets Judge, gets through 5 innings, and gets a chance to qualify for the win, or Judge gets on, the inning continues, and we'll see Keegan Aiken. First pitch is not called a strike. And everybody froze on that pitch. The catcher froze. Bradish froze. Judge froze. And the camera is just looking at the umpire. I love it when the camera just shows the umpire. Like, yeah, we're looking at you because we know you screwed up. The 1-0 is fouled back 1-1. Two down, top of the 5th. The Orioles lead 3-1 and also lead the series 2-1. How you doing there, Charles? This pitch is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Subway sandwiches with Bahamas fruit punch drink. This is powerful indeed. You mean to tell me, Charles, you're chilling in the Bahamas and the best you can do is get a sub from Subway? This one's low and away. 3-1 the count on Judge. And folks, you know what? I'm not going to the sub screen. I'll do something in between. I don't want anything spoiled. I want to watch my boy Bradish get out of this jam. We got a 3-1 count on Judge. The pitch is low for ball 4. My goodness. What do you mean no subs, my friend? Is my friend the newest person who's unhappy with the sub screen? Do I have to go through this again? Here comes Brandon Hyde. And as I thought... Oh, the sandwiches. Okay. I thought you were talking about my sub screen again. Enough with the subs. So, yeah, folks, it was going to be the end of the day for Bradish one way or the other. With Rizzo, the lefty, due up next, Bradish will exit. He cannot win the ball game. He could not complete 5 innings. But he returned, and we're in the ball game as I lost 2 subscribers. Thanks. Thank you. So basically, right back to square one. Wow. All right. Right back to square one for your boy. Okay, well. All right, listen up here, Charm City chat. The Birdwatcher is sending out an SOS. Save our system of hanging out together. I don't know. Tell a friend. Get them to sub up. I'm telling you right now. I looked at the analytics. There's over 1,000 people that return to my stream from a previous game. So there's more than twice as many people who are sub that come back and watch. They're out there. I guess I'm good enough to watch, but just not charming enough of a guy to get him to do me a favor. I don't know. Yeah, this could be it. This could be the end of the line. This could be it. It's all over for your boy. I refuse to believe it. I refuse. It doesn't add up. I mean, again, the Yankees channel, 25,000. And I know the Yankees got a lot of pull, but look, the Orioles have a lot of fans too. And I'm saying if we're 10% of that channel, that's 2,500. So for me, that's a goal. All right, Keegan Aiken is on the mound, and the first pitch is in the dirt to Anthony Rizzo. We got 2 out here in the 5th. Bradish unable to get out of the inning. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1-1 the count. Aiken has been really good. Comes in with an ERA of 3.29. I mean, that's not lights out, but he's been pretty steady. Actually, the Orioles bullpen come in today, I believe, with 8 1/3 scoreless innings consecutive. There's a called strike 2. They've been scoreless so far in this series. Bullpen getting the job done lately. The 1-2 is hit in the air on the infield. Gunnar Henderson's got it, and the inning is over. Are we only halfway through this ball game? Yes, we are. Bottom of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 3, the Yankees 1. Bradish's day is over. 4 2/3, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts. Folks, it's not Bradish's best, but, I mean, for his first start back in a big game against the Yankees, it really just came down to pitch count, which is something I'm sure, first of all, his limit is going to increase as his appearances increase. But also, you know, you just need that first outing or two to get your feet wet. I think Bradish is going to get right back in there and be that. I almost want to call him a second ace. I mean, he was our ace last season. Burnes comes in. I think a lot of people would look at Bradish as their number 1 if they had him on their team. All right, this I don't know. I'm gonna heat up some water, I guess. I don't know. What do I want to do? Okay, your boy. Nah, I'm just gonna. Your boy's gonna have a lucky. Okay. I mean, if I average 1 smoke for every new sub, then yeah, that should be good. That should be nice and healthy. Bottom of the 5th we go. Adley, Mountie, Tony, due up. The same cabal shadow banning me is covering up flat earth and promoting the fiction of nuclear weapons? Wow. Even the Birdwatcher channel cannot escape the land of conspiracy theory. What happened here? What did I just do? I'm not sure what I did. All right. Here we go. 0-1 the count on Adley. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Rutschman 0 for 2 so far today. His average now at 306. The birds are not real, folks. And Soylent Green is people. The 0-2 is a check swing. They appeal, and finally, a no swing call. Adley's still up there with a 1-2 count. Monsanto. Preferred by doctors. This one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rutschman leading off here in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles ahead 3-1. Final game of the homestand. This one is hit on the ground and fair ball down the left field line. That ball's going to roll and Rutschman's going to run. And it gets past Verdugo for a moment, but being in left field, it gives him a chance to recover quickly enough for Rutschman to stay at second. Also, with nobody out, there wasn't a reason to try and force it for that extra base. We'll take that leadoff double gladly. Fourth double of the season for Rutschman, leading it off here in the bottom of the fifth. Up steps Ryan Mountcastle, who got the scoring started back in the third with his fifth homer of the season. First pitch is fouled back. 0-1 on Mountcastle. Rodon now up to 70 pitches. Nobody out. Bottom of the fifth. Rutschman at second. The 0-1 is a line drive base hit in the right center field. That ball's in between the outfielders. Rutschman will round third and get home easily. It's a long RBI single for Ryan Mountcastle. And the Orioles now lead 4-1. It's the hat and it's the lucky. So Mountcastle had gone 0 for 13 in the series before that home run in his last at-bat, now an RBI single. By the way, Juan Soto slipped around fielding that ball. I thought you were really good, Juan. What happened there? A swing and the ball got Wells on his hand, his throwing hand. I guess he just completely missed catching that pitch. Hit him in his throwing hand, I think. Oh, no, got him right in the mask. Wow. A swing and a miss. Ball went right into the mask of Wells, popped it off. That'll rattle the old cage. Santander has a hit today already. A little bloop shot in his first at-bat. This one is hit off the end of the bat and foul behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. No word of any activity yet for the Yankees. Nobody out here in the fifth. A run in. Here's a check swing. No swing. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Anthony Santander. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back. Okay. So maybe it is the hat. There's somebody up. Mariachino. Did I get that name right? A righty getting loose for the Yankees. 1-2 to Santander. Swung on, hit on the ground. Volpe stops it at short. Flip to second, and they drop the baseball. Everybody's safe. The Yankee defense with another blunder. It's another blunder. Hard hit ball. Volpe did well to stop it. He tried to begin a double play with a decent flip, but Torres tried to barehand it and dropped it. Torres, the same big-brained fielder that threw to third base right into Santander's back. earlier in this series. Some have said Gleyber Torres doesn't have much between the ears. That's what I've heard. Don't take my word for it. All right, 2 on, nobody out, a run already in. The Orioles ahead 4-1. Let's bust it open. Jordan Westburg will stride into the plate. 1 for 2 with a single. Hey, Charles, spread the birdwatcher magic and love all over the Bahamas, will you? Here's the first pitch. Up and away for ball 1. That was 96 from Rodon. Still nobody out. The pitch. Check swing. Appeal, and this time Westburg went around. I swear, there have been more appeals in this game than I can ever recall seeing before, and we're still only in the 5th inning. Did you hit the notification bell and didn't get notified, Book Doc? I've heard that happen to people before. I'm sorry on behalf of YouTube, I guess. Yeah, you guys can go ahead and just click all, because the only videos I'm uploading are, the live streams. Maybe once in a while I'll put up a community post. This ball's lined, base hit, left center field, and that ball's going to roll all the way to the wall. The merry-go-round. It's a base-clearing triple. Mountie and Santander score, and it's 6-1. Go West, young man. And it's the hat. Come on, people, it's the hat. Hey, how about this? How about somebody, who wants to be a Magic member? Who wants to be a Magic member? Magic moments, memories we've been sharing. Magic moments when two hearts are caring. Time can't erase the memories of these magic moments filled with love. Hey, how you doing? Oh, my friend, you'll just have to suffer. You'll just have to suffer. I know. I wish I knew what the feeling was like to feel misery at other people's happiness when they sing. You know how much better the world would be, my friend, if everybody sang? There'd be no war. We'd all be singing. You can't sing and fight at the same time. You sing. Yeah, keep peeking through your fingers there, my friend. You can take all the cringe you want. Your boy, the birdwatcher, is going to sing like he's taking a half-hour shower. All right, we've got a pitching change. The Orioles are ahead 6-1. 6 runs on 8 hits. Hey, Fitzy, how are you? All right, Marinaccio. Can I get that in a venti or a grande? I'd like a grande marinaccio with extra foam, please. Marinaccio is out to pitch, and it's a 2-0 count on Jorge Mateo. Westberg at third, still nobody out, 3 runs in after the base-clearing triple. Swing and a miss. 2-1 on Mateo. He homered in his last at-bat. He was also hit by a pitch, 1 for 1 so far today. This one is fouled back, and the count even up at 2-2. Fitzy. Just waiting to get out of class, huh? Tell you what, you just described most of the 90s. For me, 2-2 on Mateo. This one's hit well to left. Coming in and a diving catch by Verdugo. Westberg can walk home from third on a sacrifice fly from Jorge Mateo. That is the first out of the inning, and the Orioles now lead 7-1. All right, this is a cushion. More pushing for the cushion. Nice catch by Verdugo. I'm sure Judge isn't making that catch in left. All right. Colton Cowser at the plate. And man, Cowser is struggling. I'd love to see him join the parade here. 0-1 the count on Cowser. Next pitch is up and away, a ball and a strike. I'm hoping in a situation like this, Cowser can just calm down. We've got a nice lead here. The bases are empty. Just go up there, try to make some solid contact. Nothing too crazy. This one's off the plate, 2-1. All right, Fitzy with like number 40, LFG. That stands for likes feel good, right, Fitzy? This one's low and in, and it looks like it got Cowser on the foot. My God. Hit by pitches and check swings for appeals have been the order of the day in this ball game. That ball, well, that bounced. That bounced and then it hit. Do I not know the rules in baseball? I thought if a pitch hits the dirt first, after that, whether it hits you or not, it doesn't give you first base. But I guess your boy just learned something new at the age of 46. Okay, Cowser's at first base. I mean, if that were true, every pitch I would see coming in low and in the dirt, I would just try to go dance in front of it and hope it bounced up and hit me. But what do I know? Nothing, Birdwatcher. All right, you don't have to tell me. Cowser's at first base. There's only one out. The only out of the inning so far, a sacrifice fly from Jorge Mateo. James McCann will stride in, 0 for 2. Man, this is going to be a long ball game, isn't it? We're 10 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, and we're still only in the 5th. It's classic Orioles-Yankees. Here's a check on the runner. Cowser back in with a slide. Cedric Mullins has picked up a bat. He's on deck. He would come on to pinch hit. Apparently in the number 9 spot. Who's in the 9 hole right now? This one is outside, 1-1. Oh, yeah, McKenna, of course. So McKenna, after hitting a home run in his last at-bat, apparently is going to be given a big thank you by being pinch hit for when we're up 6. This one's hit on the ground to third. Cabrera to second for one. Over to first, two. A double play around the horn for the Yankees. 5-4 to 3. McCann grounds into a twin killing to finally put an end on the inning. But the Orioles have exploded. They keep doubling up. A run in the third. They doubled to 2 more in the fourth. They double it again with 4 more in the fifth. We go to the 6th. It's the Orioles 7 and the Yankees 1. Hey, my friend, I got a song for you. I dedicate this one to the Yankees. Do, 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 do. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. One is the loneliest number. 1 is the loneliest number. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Yeah, you only got 1, New York. How about in the series? They got shut out in 1 game. What would have been the results? 0, 2, 2, and 1. 5 runs in 4 games for this illustrious Yankees lineup. Now, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. We've still got plenty of time to go. We got plenty of time to go. But things are looking good for Baltimore right now. Going to the top of the 6th. There is somebody in the crowd that looks just like a friend of mine. Is that him? That can't be him. There's a doppelganger on the loose at Oriole Park. Okay, Keegan Aiken is out on the mound to begin the top of the 6th. It'll be Oswaldo Cabrera to lead things off for the Yankees. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch, inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me, it's Gleyber Torres. I can't even guess right lately. Your boy. One and 2 on Torres, and the pitch is low. Check your subs. Should I, DJ? Did you add 1 more? I appreciate it. I'll take your word for it. It's more important for me to say thank you. Here is a high fly ball. Left center, going back on it. Looking up, that ball's in the bullpen. Gleyber Torres goes deep. And the Yankees get 1 back immediately. A solo shot from Gleyber. The Yankees get 1 back. It's now 7-2. All right. I'll never sing 3 Dog Night again. Hey, Carrie. Hey, you say missed most. You only missed half of this game. It's only about half over. All right. First pitch to Verdugo was a called strike. Verdugo made a nice sliding catch to win the bottom of the 5th. Next pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Yankee left fielder. 1 for 2 today. This one's in the dirt. 2-1. Hope you're having a great day too, DJ. DJ, you out in there in the Baltimore area? I hear it's hot. It's a scorcher out there today. This one's off the plate, and the count goes to 3-1. Right-handed Jacob Webb getting loose. So the Orioles doing that lefty-righty Rotation through the bullpen. Whoa, that's high for ball 4. Not even close for Aiken. And that is a concern. He gives up the leadoff homer and now a walk. After the Orioles put up 4 runs, Aiken gives up a homer and a walk. We need to be ready to go to someone else if we need to. Okay, there's a first pitch called strike to Cabrera, who's now at the plate. Next pitch is upstairs. McCann giving the calm down body language to Aiken. Count is 1-1 on Cabrera. Nobody out in the top of the 6th. Next pitch, swung on and fouled away, 1-2. Aiken from the stretch. Here it is. And it's hit on the ground up the middle. Gunnar Henderson has it, though. Goes to the bag for 1 to first. A double play. Gunnar doing it all. The field. The quick jaunt to second. And then in the air, getting rid of the baseball. Oh, man. It's like he's posing for a poster or something. Make that a poster over my my bed. Perfect. Gunnar Henderson. Base is empty, 2 down. Here is Austin Wells. First pitch is a strike. Next pitch is a strike. 2 down and now an 0-2 count on Wells. And just like that, Keegan Aiken's gone from looking like he'd be in trouble to now just 1 pitch from getting out of the inning, and this will do it. A fly ball to center field. McKenna has it. Inning over. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Yankees get one back on a solo shot, but we can afford it. We can afford it. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Orioles 7, the Yankees 2. All right. I was told to go to the sub-screen. What happened? Holy Toledo 618. That sounds like an area code. Where is that? Who lives in the 618? Should we just go ahead and make 620 the target tonight? I think that's fair. That's like 8 subs on the night. That's less than a sub per inning. That sounds fair. Dun, 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 dun. Hey there, booty smacker. San Diego is the 619. There you go. I knew it was close. I knew there was a major city. There you go. San Diego representing. Welcome to the Birdwatcher community, number 619. Oh, and 617 is Boston. So there you go. I knew I had a few of these area codes in my old phone. I knew some of these area codes looked familiar. All right. Well, thanks for the subs, guys. Your boy has all the faith in the world that we'll hit 620. Heck, we might even hit 625 if we're in for another crazy... Whoops, that's the wrong button. If we're in for another crazy end of the game, we'll see how it goes. Oh, by the way, out-of-town scores. Really, again, light action today. A game that started before this one is still on in the bottom of the 10th. 2 teams that can't win. The Rockies and the Marlins in a 4-4 tie. Also tied up, Cubs and Mets, bottom of the 6th at 5 apiece. Also tied in the 6th, Giants and Boston, 1 apiece. Nats and Rangers scoreless. And then coming up later, the Guardians against the Astros. That's it. 5 other games out there. Okay, here we go. Cedric Mullins is at the plate. On to pinch hit for McKenna. And the first pitch has popped up. on the infield and actually a few steps onto the outfield grass. Volpe makes the catch. Mullins, pinch hitting, gone on one pitch. But hey, he'll stay in the game and play center, and that's fine by me. He'll probably get another at-bat as well. The only way he wouldn't is if the Orioles don't get another base runner, but also win the game. So actually, if he doesn't bat again, that means we win. I guess I don't want him to bat again. Here is a called strike to Gunnar Henderson. Gunnar is 0 for 3 today. Fouls one way. It's still Marinaccio on the bump. Right-handed pitcher. The 618 is in Illinois. Okay, well, there you go. We got Boston covered, Illinois, and now San Diego. This pitch is outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 6th. Wow, that's an amazing stat. They should show that stat again. They showed what Gunnar Henderson's batting average and numbers are in games the Orioles win versus games the Orioles lose. And, yeah, you would expect better numbers in wins versus losses, but it is night and day. This is a swing and a miss. Henderson goes down swinging. He's 0 for 4 today. Tough day at the plate for him. But he, too, has a good shot at least one more chance. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman with 2 down. 1 for 3 with a double. First pitch is in there for a called strike. And 30-minute break. Give me some magic. All right, the man. A little magic Mike for you. I'll hook you up between innings. This one's low and away to Adley. Count is 1-1. Danny Coulombe is getting loose. So the lefty-righty bullpen carousel continues. This one's hit in the air by Adley. Right field. Going back on it is Soto on the track, and he makes the catch. Just a step or two in front of the door to the grounds crew shed. All right. We are through 6. We are headed to the late innings. It's the Orioles 7, the Yankees 2. Oh, doctor. Yep, your boy's starting to feel it. Oh, man. It's going to be head on the pillow and out in 2 minutes after this ball game. I got a feeling. Let's take a look at some of the numbers. We've got nearly 1,000 people who have checked in so far tonight. We're just a few likes away from 50. 50 is a good number. Just so folks know, we've been averaging somewhere in the 60s on the like count. So I suppose that's a decent goal per game. Somewhere around 60. We could still get there. Very nice. All right. I thought Chris called it. What did Chris call? Very nice. Sing us a Borat song. Does Borat have an album out? I tell you what. Give me a song with lyrics everybody knows, and I'll sing it in the voice of Borat for you. How about that? Because I don't know if Borat has ever cut a record. Don't stop believing. She's just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. How's that? All right, I'm done. Here's Danny Coulomb. First pitch is a called strike. We are underway here on the top of the 7th. Janet, that's got to wait another half an inning. Next pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Who's at the plate? We got Soto. Who is this? I can't tell any of these Yankees apart anymore. Trent Grisham at the plate. Everybody's got like a... Everybody just looks the same in these Yankee uniforms. The only one I can tell is like Stanton and Judge because they're like 8 times larger than everybody else. 2-1 on Grisham. There's a called strike. 2-2. Thanks for the help, Card. Hey, look, you guys are going to eventually catch on to the times I'll throw out a few bars, and you're going to start to say, you know what? You know, one of the things I really like about the Orioles bird watcher is that he's just a regular guy. He likes to have fun. Doesn't take things too serious. Here's a called strike 3. Grisham, take a seat. Coulomb dots the outside corner at the knees. Out number 1 here in the 7th. I'm just an average Joe. I like to have fun. And the more you get to know the bird watcher, the more you'll understand where he's coming from. Like that whole talking in third person thing. I can see that driving a few of you crazy. It is an underdog story. All right. At the plate now is Anthony Volpe. And 1 pitch is off the plate. And the next pitch is about a foot over his head for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on, top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Danny Coulomb with those nasty moving pitches of his. Everything's darting around out of his hand. 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's the heat. The straightest pitch he's thrown. 91 miles an hour. 2-2 the count. Jacob Webb is back up. 2-2 is swung on and missed. Or no, did he get a piece? He did. That is foul, tipped at the plate. Oh, and there goes my voice. All right, now I got to reach for water. Wow. I got to start investing in some tea, folks. I am basically sacrificing my vocal cords for this channel. This is swung on and hit on the ground slowly to short. Gunner with a quick play. And he gets Volpe. 2 down here in the 7th. Hey, it's Juan Soto time, everybody. Hey, Juan. You're up with 2 out, the base is empty, down 5 runs. What are you going to do, buddy? Hey, I'm staring you down, Mr. Soto. First pitch is off the plate, 1-0. I'm so happy. I can feel the growing mutual disdain. Oh, and there's a called strike, and Soto isn't happy about it. He does that big smile showing all the teeth, but shaking his head at the same time. Like, ha ha, you silly ump. You don't know the strike zone. I do. And now we got, what's going on? Somebody just got tossed. One of the Yankee coaches, not Boone, just got tossed, probably trying to stick up for Soto, because that's what happens, folks. Soto has to sit there and bark about everything, and because he's the best player on the team in terms of production, you got to sit there and back him up. Well, now you just got tossed. for backing up a guy whining about the zone. One and one the count on Soto. I tell you, every time he's around a play, whether it's at the plate or in the field, it's always something with this guy. 1-2 the count after a called strike. All right, Soto, you're down to 2 strikes. What you going to do, buddy? Pops it foul behind the plate. I know I'm talking a lot of trash right now, but your boy's a little sick of staring at Juan Soto these last 4 days. Especially after that nonsense with Dean Kramer. I mean, what are you doing? Here's the 1-2. That's low for ball 2. Good eye, Juan. Yeah, take your practice swings. It's your world. We're all just living in it, Juan. Pardon me for watching you in awe. There is a pitch that drops below the zone for ball 3. Full count on Juan Soto. And I really am ripping into him, aren't I? I better just take it back a notch. All right. Here comes the payoff pitch. This one's lined into right field for a base hit because that's what he does. Juan Soto is a very good hitter. Juan Soto is a very good hitter. 2 outs. Anthony Judge will come to the plate. And that'll do it for Coulomb. Brandon Hyde is out. With the righty Judge, it'll be Jacob Webb time here in the 7th. Coulomb hands off the baseball. It's Jacob. Oof. Folks, I don't know if I went into a freeze or maybe I got skipped ahead for you. I don't know what happened, but over here on my end, the entire internet went down there for about 10 seconds, bringing the ball game back up. Thankfully, it happened between innings. Game is already back up. Folks, if you don't mind, I'm going to do another lag check just to see how things stand after that recent little snafu with the internet. Folks, I'll say a number, and if you're willing, please type this number in as soon as I say it. The number is 9. I repeat, the number is 9. Jacob Webb is coming out to pitch. I'm hoping to see the number 9 here soon. Okay, so it looks like we lost a little bit on the lag, maybe a couple of seconds. It's not too bad. Here we go. Judge is at the plate. Webb is on to pitch. 2 down. Soto at first. 7-2 Orioles. First pitch is fouled away. We're all caught up. 9, 69, 420. Fun numbers. 0-1 on Judge. Next pitch. In there, called strike 2. Jacob Webb coming in, throwing strikes against Judge. 0-2 pitch. That one swung on and missed. Jacob Webb comes in and cuts down Aaron Judge on 3 pitches. See you later. Sorry, this court is no longer in session. The judge retires to his chambers. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get those cakes on the griddle. We're going 7th inning stretch time here in Baltimore. Final game of the homestand. Final game of the 4-game series with the Yankees. Get up and dance. Very nice. Jäger smash. Do a little dance. Score a little run. Get down the night. All right. The cakes are on the griddle. Rob, first you got to tell me which pitch you're talking about because he's gotten mad at more than one. Oh, you mean the one that got the other, that got the manager, the coach tossed? I honestly can't recall. I want to say it was right on the edge. It was one of those right on the edge. You could see it go either way kind of calls. Like a piece of the ball was out of the zone, but maybe a little piece of it was touching the zone as well. Michael Tonkin, right-hander, out to pitch now for the Yankees. This is actually the third team he's pitched for this season already. He's already had time with the Mets and the Twins. How have you pitched for 3 different teams in 1 month? This guy gets around. Michael Tonkin. As in the Gulf of. First pitch to, who's up there? Mountie? Yes, sir. Ryan Mountcastle. Called strike. Mountcastle 2 for 3. A home run, a single. 2 RBI, 2 runs scored. Next pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mountie, leading off the bottom of the 7th. 50 likes, baby. Hey, Base, have you been here the whole time? I feel like I'm just saying hello. The 1-1 pitch is a called strike, 1-2. Oh, you're saying what's up. So, no, you did just get here. Good to see you, Base. It's never too late to celebrate. 1-2 is swung on a miss. Boy, Mountcastle chased a bad one there. Down he goes. Still a fine day for him. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up Anthony Santander. Hey there, John. You see, that's the thing about these afternoon weekday games. I feel like a lot of people will be rolling in late. First pitch to Santander, way inside. Santander gets out of the way of that one, drops the bat. Want to know the count. And there's another foul ball off the mask of Austin Wells. The Oriole Bird getting the ORIOLES chant going to good effect. Stomping up and down the Oriole dugout. On the roof of the dugout, I should say. Yeah, Rob, it does seem that way, doesn't it? Seems like Santander has been at the heart of a lot of Yankee mistakes. Here's a pitch low and away. 2-1. Obviously, that ball thrown in his back. There's been some others, including today. The 2-1 pitch is outside, 3-1. Base! Base is in the house. Talking about base. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back. The count will go full on Santander. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on. The Orioles up 7-2. Three more homers today for the Orioles. This one's fouled back. Still 3-2. All right, Tonkin's next pitch is swung on and fouled away as a piece of Santander's equipment comes flying off. Maybe elbow pad? What is that? Yeah, that's the sort of the elbow / upper arm pad. That actually came flying off in the middle of his swing. Another 3-2 and another foul ball. Santander not letting this at-bat go to waste. You like to see it. When a player is really in a funk at the plate, they usually look like Colton Cowser. They're down after 4 or 5 pitches. Santander hanging in there. And there's another foul ball. So I think Tony's real close to breaking out of his current slump. Cowser, on the other hand, I think he needs a day off. Here's another 3-2, and this one's hit in the air, center field. Grisham took a step back and now comes in a couple of steps to make the catch. 2 down for Jordan Westburg. Here's another cool stat to look at. The Orioles are flashing up in terms of hard hit rate and the increase in which the Orioles are hitting the ball hard by individual players. Jordan Westburg among a few guys who have increased their hard hit rate by 10% or more, which is significant. Here's a ground ball to third. Cabrera, near the foul line, throws all the way across the diamond in time to get Westburg. That will do it in the 7th. We go to the 8th, folks. The Orioles lead 7-2. The hat will stay on till the end of the ball game because I know that you guys will crucify me if I were to take off this hat. I am beholden to my own audience. Do you think Vin Scully had to work under this kind of pressure? Can you imagine Vin Scully calling a game and somebody going, "Hey, Vin, put the hat on. Sandy's pitching a no-no. Put on the hat." Yeah, you think old Vinny had to put up with this? I mean, I'm no Vin Scully. Hell, I'm not even Scully from X-Files, but still, I got to have a little bit of pride as I lose 2 subs. What did I do? Wow, it's going to be one of those days, huh? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. What are you going to do? Can't please everybody. It's only 2:30 a.m. That's all it is. You know, it's nights like this, folks, where maybe somebody in the chat could just throw your boy a compliment. Make him feel like what he's doing is worth the while. Sometimes your boy, he wants to get everybody pumped and positive. Sometimes your boy needs it too. On a late night with a cold cup of coffee. Okay, here we go. Top of the 8th. Jacob Webb on the mound. And the first pitch to who that? Anthony Rizzo. Why is it saying Judge down here? Oh, this still says top of the 7th. Okay, so this is way behind. So first pitch was a strike to Rizzo, and the next pitch from Webb is fouled away. The count is 0-2. Let me go and refresh this. Maybe it'll catch up. Hey, thank you, Kelstar. That's all I needed. Hey, thanks, Solarino. Hey, Webb with a strike 3 of Anthony Rizzo. Jacob Webb. I tell you what. Excuse me. Ever since Webb came out to close the game out the other night, he's looking like a guy who wants to close. I mean, he is striking dudes out. This one's fouled back by Gleyber Torres. Torres had a home run, that solo shot. That was the second Yankee run of the game. 0-1 pitch is outside. 1-1 on Torres. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the compliments. It really does. It does. It helps. I know it might sound petty, but it helps. Everybody loves to hear encouraging words when they're trying to do something good for people, right? It's good. That means as much to me as anything. That means more than me. Right there. There you go. Right. Oh, come on. That's ball 2. 2-2 on Gleyber Torres. 1 out, bases empty. Top of the 8th. Orioles ahead by 5. Swing and a miss. Bye-bye, Gleyber. And Webb blows another batter away. Has he not struck out anybody? Like, has it been everybody? He's striking out everybody, folks. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. Jacob Webb. Going hard. 13 pitches, 11 strikes. And there's a swing and a miss. Jacob Webb looks like a new man. Cionel Perez is getting loose. Not that Webb was doing bad earlier in the season, but right now, his stuff is looking as nasty as anybody's. 0-1 on Verdugo. And this ball's hit on the ground. Second base, backhanded by Mateo to first in time. 8 innings in the books. Jacob Webb making it look easy against the Yankees. And he gets a nice round of applause as he heads back to the dugout. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Orioles magic is alive and well. We only need 3 more outs to take 3 out of 4 in the series and make that loss yesterday look far in the distance. Forever forward. Forever forward. Let's go. We are on the move. Let me check those out-of-town scores again. There were a lot of tie games that are late on. Cubs and Mets still tied at 5, top of the 8th. The Giants went ahead of Boston 3-1. I'm sure that won't make Fitz happy. Rangers ahead now 3-0 on the Nats. And it is final now. Who won? Let's see. Nobody cheat. Who do you think won this marquee matchup between the Rockies and the Marlins? I think the Marlins came in with a record of like 5-16, and the Rockies a record of like 4-17. Who won this? Rob, did you already know? Did you already look? It is the Marlins in walk-off fashion. Boy, I wonder what the attendance was like at noon at a Marlins game against the Rockies on a Thursday. Can I actually look that up? I want to see if they got the attendance for this. Who wants to take a guess? Put your guesses now in for attendance. I'm going to guess 13,000. And I think I'm being extremely kind. I think that's being extremely kind. I'm about to find out. So if you want to guess, do it quick. Here come the guesses. Did they have it in here somewhere? Attendance. Come on. It's got to be somewhere. Oh, all right. First pitch. We'll look at it later. First pitch to Mullins is off the plate. Mateo is off the plate outside. A lot of people saying 10,000. I'm going to have to look it up later, folks. I thought it'd be at the bottom of this screen, but it's not. This one's off the plate. 2-0 to Mateo. If somebody wants to look up the official, they can let us know. But it's not here on this page. 2-0 to Mateo is swung on and missed. Might have been a foul tip caught by the catcher. 2-1 the count. Mateo with a big night. I say night. It's night for me. He had the home run. And there's a line drive caught by the third baseman, Cabrera. Wow, Mateo barreled up another one. That ball absolutely tattooed, but no luck. Right to Cabrera at third. Man, Mateo looking good right now at the plate. I'll tell you who's not. And this is crazy, guys. I mean, look at this. I mean, after tomorrow, we could be seeing Jorge Mateo with a higher batting average than Colton Cowser. Cowser now at the plate with his average at 280. It is in danger of dropping into the 270s now. 0-1 the count on Cowser. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Man, he does not look good at the plate right now. He does not look good at all. John, is that the official? That's the second time I've seen somebody type it in. 7,500. So your boy's guess was being super friendly, and he was way off. I pretty much doubled their attendance. So 7,540 or 7,450, whatever. 7,500, we'll just call it that. 7,500 people at a Major League ball game. That's not Oakland. Here's a swing and a miss. Cowser goes down swinging. Man, that's it, folks. I think in his last at-bat I said, well, he'll get one more at-bat, I think. But, yeah, he needs at least one day off. At least. All right, James McCann at the plate with 2 down. First pitch is swung on and missed. Yeah, Cowser's now down to 277. I mean, he was up there even just a couple of days ago, still hitting 300. But it's, excuse me, my throat is about to just absolutely give out. It's been a long stretch now. It's been about as long of a stretch of being cold as it was hot for Cowser. It was like the first week he couldn't get into a game. Then he went like 10 days of destroying everything. And now it's been about 10 days of nothing. Here's a fly ball to right field. And that's going to end the inning. McCann flies out to right. And that'll do it. We go to the 9th, folks. 3 more outs to go. And my God, let's get them quick because your boy's throat is feeling a little scratchy. Hey, good news in that department, by the way. And actually, I should bring this up while I'm looking. Here's something to look at before we look at the 9th inning. Folks, I want you to take a look at this schedule that we've had, and I want you to understand just how beneficial it has been for us and how we need to take advantage. I want you to take a look, starting with that series at home, this homestand with Oakland. It began on Friday night, April 26th. It was a 7-game homestand. We then go for 3 on the road to Cincinnati, then have a day off, then 2 against the Nationals, then another day off, and then a 9-game homestand. So, folks, when you think about it, after Cincinnati, you got a day off, D.C., and then a day off. That's basically a home game. That's basically a home series. You're coming back from Cincinnati. Everyone's just going to be back home. So you take just this 3 Cincinnati game series out of the picture, and you're talking about from the 26th of April all the way up until the 19th of May, where the Orioles are pretty much on the road for just 3 games. Now, everything comes at a cost. Things are going to get real tough in June. You'll see when we get there. A really tough schedule. Although a couple of teams that look tough to start the season don't look as tough now, like the Astros, for example. But in the month of June, there's only 1 scheduled day off in the entire month. And the only team we play that's not really a playoff contender, well, at the beginning of the season, I looked at it and said, I guess it's the Guardians. Well, guess what? They have one of the best records in baseball. Now it looks like the worst team on that month of June is actually the team, the Astros. Diamondbacks game on Mother's Day. Well, you know that Friday game is going to be on Apple TV. That doesn't please your boy. The Apple TV games are returning. Okay, Oswaldo Cabrera is up to lead off here in the top of the ninth with Cionel Perez on to close it out. It's not a save situation, obviously, a 5-run lead. Excuse me. And the first pitch, they called that a strike, did they? Okay, Perez giving a gift. Given a gift to start this at bat. Next pitch is hit in the air. Center field. Mullins has it. 1 out. Folks, we might need to hurry up and let me go back over to this schedule here. Tomorrow night, folks, just so you know, the Bird Watcher's back on. We're going to hit the road, and you need to be there with us at Cincinnati. First pitch is a swing and a miss to Jose Trevino, who's up to hit. So at 6:10 p.m. tomorrow, why so early? There's another swing and a miss. 0-2 on Trevino. By the way, Cole Irvin, it has now been announced. This was not announced before this game started. Cole Irvin pitches tomorrow. So when does John Means pitch? The next game? He does. So we now have our rotation set. There's a check swing, no swing for Trevino. 1-2 the count. 1 out in the ninth. Nobody on base. The O's up by 5. All right, folks, so there you go. Irvin will be on the mound for Game 1. Means will make his 2024 Orioles debut on Saturday. Dean Kramer on Sunday. This one's outside. 2-2 on Trevino. So come on back tomorrow, folks. I guess right at 6 o'clock, I'll be on the air. If the first pitch is 6:10, that means 5 a.m. for me. You got to be kidding me. That's the deal. I'll be on 6 p.m. tomorrow. 2-2 the count on Trevino. What is the deal? You were right, we win. You're not talking about the game we're watching now, are you? There's a swing and a miss. Perez gets the strikeout of Trevino. My friend, you're not spoiling the end of the game, are you? They're 2 out in the ninth now. And there you go. In terms of subs tonight, yikes. What happened? 2 out in the ninth. 1 more out to go. Fans on their feet. The pitch is outside for ball 1. Folks, your boy the Bird Watcher is about to deliver you 3 wins out of 4 against the Yankees. Jones is the pinch hitter at the plate, a right-hander, and the next pitch is a called strike, 1-1. No spoiling. All right. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2. Yeah, apparently your boy, the Bird Watcher, just not doing a good job anymore. Giving you all the info, trying to maybe bring you a few laughs along the way, engage with the chat, call a good ball game. This pitch is inside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But apparently none of that is enough to attract more people. Maybe I'm just too gosh darn persistent. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. This ball game is over. This series is in the books. The Orioles take 3 out of 4 against the Yankees and make their mark in the division. There's no debate. Only one team is in first place, and it's the Baltimore Orioles. Final score today, Orioles 7, Yankees 2. Put it in the books, our 20th win of the season. Am I correct? Make us 20-11. The Yankees 20-13. Folks, I believe there's only a few other teams in baseball with 20 wins. The Atlanta Braves, the Philadelphia Phillies, and the LA Dodgers. Expect one of those three teams to make the World Series. This is what we're talking about, folks. These are the teams. The wheat is starting to separate from the chaff. The cream is rising to the top, and right now the Orioles are the foam on your latte. All right. Who got the win? Keegan Aiken. Take it. No save situation. But how about this bullpen, folks? 1 run after replacing Kyle Bradish with 2 out in the 4th. 1 run the rest of the way. The Yankees held to just 6 hits. And, man, for the entire series, once more, the Yankees managed to score a grand total of 0 + 2 + 2 + 2. 6 runs in 4 games. 1.5 runs per game for this vaulted Yankee offense. 7 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for the Orioles. 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. The Yankees left 7 men on base. The Orioles left 4 men on base, 3 of them in the first inning. Left the bases loaded. Only left 1 man on after that. In terms of production, big day for Ryan Mountcastle with the home run. Same for Mateo. And Ryan McKenna, go get yourself some, Ryan. Ryan McKenna with a home run in the ball game. Tell your grandkids about that one. They won't believe you. All right. We're going to come back and do it again tomorrow, folks. I think your boy is ready for a little bit of sleepy time. So happy to hang out with you guys. Really do appreciate it. Birdwatcher Nation continues to grow. The season chugs along. And we're going to come back with a road game tomorrow night. Folks, if for no other reason, you're going to want to come check out this Ellie De La Cruz kid. See what he's up to. All right. Folks in chat, thanks so much. Maria, Daniel, Card, Curtis, Base, Matt, Baxter, Rob, Kathy, Keister, Narniak, Janet. The list goes on and on, my friend. I'm trying to not forget anybody. I'm trying not to repeat. Pool. Okay, I'll go back that far. The Walrus. Hey, Birdwatcher. Mateo should be everyday second baseman. Keep Holiday down for the whole season. What do you think? No. No. I want Kobe Mayo up before I would make Mateo an everyday second baseman. I would have Westberg at second and Mayo at third. Only if Holiday isn't ready to come back, and then put Westberg at third. One of those two. Mateo's got a nice little spot for him. He's going to get plenty of starts against right or left-handed pitching, and he's also going to come into a lot of games as a pinch runner or a defensive replacement. So there are ways for Mateo to be a big part of this team, just not necessarily in the starting lineup most nights. All right, Walrus, happy I found your question. And come on back. Solarino, thank you. Thanks, everybody, okay? I've had as much as I can stand. You guys have a good rest of your Thursday. Come on back Friday night. Until then, this has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.